All right, gamers. Let me see if you in there. You know what I'm saying? How's everybody doing on this fine night with the agency? I'm your host, Mr. Blunder 777. Let's find out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be talking about the DLC leaked megas. I went over this a little bit when I was talking about Chimecho and Big Backs, and then I asked if I should go over this again because that stream was at like 9 a.m. So now this is the night equivalent of that stream from a few days ago. And then XY Dimensions will come out in a few weeks, so we'll just have to sit tight until then. Because I don't predict base stats will probably come out until they actually have a game. You know what I mean? So at least we have the list. At least we know that it's confirmed now. Because this list that we saw initially for this had Mega Baxcalibur and Mega Chimecho on it. And now that those two have been confirmed, we know that the rest is legit and it's hype. So, of course, I had to put this big spoiler tag on the front of the video and in the title and this audio spoiler tag for all of you that are not trying to get spoiled. Because I'd hate to spoil somebody who didn't want to get spoiled, even though they clicked on, clicked on this to get spoiled. But how's everybody doing? I'll start going over it in a couple minutes, but I do want to give a little bit of a buffer. This is a geeked thumbnail. I just took those guys and I threw them on. I just threw them on. Mega Chimecho, I'm actually too excited for. I'm just happy they told us the typing about that guy. Steel Psychic. I think they're gonna give it Levitate. I think they're gonna go on that Bronzong shit. And we're gonna have a good time. With Mega Chimecho. Me personally, I'm using Mega Chimecho to beat Xerneas. I don't know about y'all, but I'm handling that. Xerneas is getting handled. I just finished the Barbarical video, so my head has never been busier. What did you mean by that? Mega Barb was so ass. I would win 2 games and then I would lose 1 game. I was stuck in like the ladder hell where you get like 15 points for every 3 games. I was like, damn, bruh. That piece of shit Barb was not doing nothing, but I was playing mad counter teams. Skarm has to have 30% usage in that format. But it is what it is. I'm gonna fight back. I'll be better than I was. You know what I'm saying? I'll have to be better than I was. But yeah, it's cool though. Okay, I'll remove this the spoiler warning in a few. Probably like a minute or something. Alright, chat. Is it time? Blunder, I'm a Scorching Sands Hippo guy. That tech honestly pissed me off. That shit did 7% to Tinglu. If he didn't burn, he would have done 1 HP. He would have done 1 HP damage. Nah, there's no stat leak on this. The only stat leak we have are for 3 of them. Alright. It's been enough of a buffer. It's time to go take a look at this. Alright, so we have all the OG ones. Shout out to Big Roy Dadadoo for making this list. Big shouts to him. He made this for Gen 9 release as well. It's a nice compilation of all the megas and their stats. But anyways, after we go to Phalanx, so we know that these 3 are next. I did a stream about this, if you guys remember. But we know that these 3 shitters are back. Huge shouts to Crosshair. Shouts to the GOAT. What a big dono. Much love, homie. Received a call from one of the places I interviewed for recently and told me I got the job. Oh, you the GOAT. Let me see some W's in the chat. We love to hear that. We love to hear that. W job in the chat. Big shouts, Crosshair. We love to hear that. Shouts to Yappy Gappy. I like that name. Last time I was this early, I almost choked versus Pex. Don't worry, there's no Pex in Za. I'm pretty sure they're not even going to have Pex in the next game. I've been thinking about it. with Mega Dragalge and all this other stuff, they're poison maxing in a different way. Huge shout outs to Batley1122. The agency popped out to the stream. You guys are mad generous. Just started the stream. Thank you for the +5. Much love, homie. We're going to hit 800. Darkrai got obese. The Darkrai BST was one of the hardest things. It was one of the hardest things for us to really accept when we were going over this initially. And even now, it's been a week, and I'm going over this since then, and I'm like, damn, this is still really hard to look at again. Like, this is really something. Shout out to my boy El Sleezo. I'm taking an extended break from Mons because people will not stop clicking the yellow move. I appreciate the streams though, especially when I'm sick. Get better, bro. I just came back from the flu. I bounced back. Shout out to Choco Jutsu. Do you want my low 1000s Stomper Mega Meganium team? I need a Mega Meganium team, but that shit better not be bad. Made the boss called the Dexit Urshifu Calyrex all Paradox and Tapus for Gen 10. We need only real shit. Big shots, Nick. You guys think Urshifu is ever gonna get retconned out the game? I think no way. Even though that shit's cancer for VGC. I think that's too unique of a mon. Although, we always gotta go by one of the most important metrics. Are they in any movies? And if they're in any movies, they got a high chance of returning. Always remember that stat. If they're in the movies, they'll probably come back. Except for some. Like, where's Victini? Shouldn't we be able to use Terra Fire V-Create Victini? I feel like we were robbed of that opportunity in Gen 9. There were some mons that we obviously wanted to Terra with, and they didn't let us Terra with. So that was kind of some bullshit. Are these real? Yes, these are real. And this will be revealed in December 10th. Right? I think that's the release, or is it December 8th? Victini walled by my Doxbun? Nobody's using Doxbun. You're not a real Doxbun fan. Most of you are not real Doxbun fans. You be lying in the chat. There's no real Doxbun fans. But yeah, let's take a look. So these three I already talked about a lot. But we can still go over it again. I mean, Zero Aura is finally a mixed attacker. So that's really exciting. It never was really using that special attack in the past. I think this is probably the most, like, quote unquote, like, best mega. Like, the strongest for sure. But it's not enough. It ain't enough. Because if it doesn't have Ice Punch, I'm telling you, big Gliscor and them coming back. It's not even big Gliscor, it's any ground type. Also, what's his name is coming back? Garchomp Mega Z. Also, we don't know the BSTs of any other megas besides those three. And those three, I think it could change. Those are from like the Terra leak. But honestly, I don't really care about these three megas that much. Like, I think these three megas are gonna be, I think Zero's gonna be not that crazy. If, what's it called? If it doesn't get a better coverage move. But 153 speed is kind of nuts. We'll see. Heatran is weird as fuck. 175 special is cool, but Heatran's doing some weird stuff with no defense boost. And then Darkrai is terrible with -40 speed. I really tried to defend Darkrai, but I don't know. It's going to have to do some bulky shit. What if it gets a new move? Like, you know how Dream Eater is such a shiced move, but they have to be asleep? What if Darkrai gets Dream Eater when they're awake? Darkrai gets guaranteed sleep? I know there's like some Pokedex entries thing about that. But yeah, I'll come back to these honestly because whatever. Legendaries, I'm happy are getting their megas, but these stats are pretty weird. But don't give these too much of a, what's it called, investment. Alright, we know Raichu X and Raichu Y. I already told you guys that Raichu X, my big prediction for Raichu X is that we will be getting huge power. I'm already putting that down. Shout out to my boy Crosshair. Call that ability Living Nightmare. Wait, that's kind of tough. I feel like it's gonna get something though, right? Because if they give it Well, first off, I only half believe that these stats stay just because they're from like 2024 information and maybe shit changed up. Because this doesn't come out for another year, not year, another month. So, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I think they got to do something with Darkrai's sleep move. Because otherwise, going down to 85 speed, this is crazier than Scolipede. Nobody was really even rocking with Scolipede up until that point. And that's not to hate on Scolipede. I'm not a Scolipede hater. I used to use Scolipede. Matter of fact, I brought Scolipede to an OU tournament before and won a couple times. Anyways, what was I trying to say here? Sorry, I had to talk about my W's. I'm not a hater, but this Darkrai shit, this is beyond me. Like this is a devastating move from Game Freak. Darkrai was in a movie. How could they do this? Shout out to Batley. Thank you for joining up. But yeah, they gone crazy. You think this is why? Do you think this had to happen and it was the only way Malamar could get that speed boost, even though Malamar's speed boost is not even crazy like that? Mega Darkrai hit the hardest dirty bulk of all time and never came back. That's deadass what he did. That's what I said. He's outsped by Great Tusk. How is that illegal? I mean, how is that legal? You telling me my Darkrai that used to Ice Beam Landorus is now slower than said Landorus? Let's not do that. Let's not do that, bro. Because that ain't right. Darkrai gets follow me, sleep inducing Beak Blast. Yo, Beak Blast is one of the best moves ever. Shout out to that little Tucanon. You be putting in work. That man is slower than Mega Bax. It's Jover. You don't know that. You don't know Mega Bax's speed. Anyways, yeah. The most confusing one, because Darkrai's not confusing. Darkrai is ass. I'm telling you, minus 40, it's going to be tough. Shout out for EJ for 2 months. My goat is washed. Don't worry. We're always going to be able to find some way to make the Pokemon work. Is it gonna be great? It might be a questionable performance, but we're always going to find some way to make the shit put in some work. But 85 speed is really rage inducing. Because 135 to 165, this is like Chandeler's boost of going from 145 to 175. And also Darkrai's moves are only Dark Pulse, Ice Beam, Sludge Bomb. Those are not that strong. Focus Blast is pretty strong. I don't know. This shit's kind of whack. The defenses are cool though. I think I did the calc and it has a chance to live Great Tusk, 0 attack, Great Tusk, close combat. So that's cool. But like, why would I not just be faster and kill it with Ice Beam? Like, there's no universe where this could ever be better than Nasty Plot regular Darkrai because the speeds. But we'll see. But like, actually, we won't see because I'm telling you, there's no way. All right, forget those guys. Raichu X, huge power. Chimecho is Psychic Steel. I'm hoping this thing has Levitate. Giving it plus 100 stats is I don't know. I don't know where they're gonna put it. This guy's defenses and Spadef are not too shabby, especially because it's gonna be Psychic and Steel. So if they give it Levitate, they don't have to do too much. Like, they can get away with a lot. And then it doesn't need speed if it's a support Pokemon. And I saw Chimecho's move pool, actually. Let me, like, Chimecho gets good moves. It gets Recover. So Steel type with Recover is already troll. Somebody brought that up in the stream before. Psynoise is annoying. Does it not get... Oh. Knockoff. And then it's going to be a Steel type, so I don't know what comes next in terms of moves, but... I mean, there's definitely options. It can probably run some Calm Mind troll shit as well. Many are saying Chimecho will forever be ass. No, fuck out of here. It's a Steel type now. I think it's a good move to right now take out a huge loan and put it all on Chimecho being decent. I know. It could be bold. But when it gets Steelinate, do you not want to be there on the front lines with Steelinate Boom Burst I'm gonna be there, and my investment's gonna have paid off tenfold, 15-fold. Agency pumping up? No, don't do that. Oh, the pumping up is crazy. They're gonna give it 60 special like Meganium. They could do that. Yeah, Chimecho's pretty interesting. I really don't know. I hope it has Levitate, which some people will hate and be like, that's some Bronzong LARP. But that's the only way to make it, like, really good. Because 555 BST, I mean, the ability could carry as well. Let me not count it out just yet. Because all Psychic Steals are good. I actually talked about this. Like, all Psychic Steals are good. I mean, obviously, this piece of shit's bad, but this is a Uber's thing. But Crown's good. Metagross is good. Jirachi, Bronzong is good in its respective low tier. But all these guys were good in OU at one point, too. Besides, of course, this piece of shit. But that's why I can't really see this thing being also bad, because this typing is just... It'd be doing shit. Yeah, Necrozma Duskmane is a god. I meant Solgaleo. Not Necrozma Duskmane. Necrozma Duskmane is one of my all-time favorites to spam. But yeah, I meant Solgaleo. But yeah, Solgaleo got hoed just because he's Uber. But Steel Psychic is not an average typing. It's a good typing. So I value that. Alright. Let's see. Absol Mega Z. I think last time I talked about this, people were saying that they wanted a fairy type or a special attacker. I don't know. I always thought that the regular Absol was fucking perfect. The way they buffed this was amazing. This is one of Game Freak's rare Giga W's. I don't really know what to expect. The fact that it's getting a new one is great, but I really what special attacks does it even get? Oh, dude, Absol gets all special attacks. You're crazy. Absol is known. Absol is known in his city for having a lot of special attacks. Oh, you're crazy, dude. That's disrespect. It has Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Thunderbolt. That shit has everything, and Dark Pulse. That shit got all the elements. This is Avatar. He's tough. But Nasty Plot is not going to do anything for a guy with 115 speed. Swords Dance Sucker Punch is so much more superior because it's stab and 150 attack. And then, of course, you don't need to have max speed. You can run Adamant with Sucker Punch. But yeah, his special move pool is tough because I remember way back in the day in Gen 6 OU, when it was the current gen, CTC gave me an awesome hyper offense team with Mega Absol with Taunt, Sucker Punch, Ice Beam, Fire Blast. Or knockoff over Sucker Punch. And that set used to go crazy, and I had it with an Excadrill, plus a banded Talonflame and a banded D-Knight. So, you guys know Mega Absol has Magic Bounce. So that plus Excadrill was like the hazard removal, and then I had those banded flying types in the back. It was a crazy team. A lot of fun. But that's how I know Absol's special move pool is so cool, because I would Ice Beam and Fire Blast, like Skarmory and fucking Landorus and all that. So, Absol's cool. Absol's cool. I really don't know what to expect. I don't know. I don't want them to... They really did a near perfect job with the base, like the distribution. Like obviously Absol wasn't no top tier threat, but they still did a good job. Like this is still a good mega in my opinion. What's this shit's ability? Oh yeah, Magic Bounce. I just said that. It would become bulky, but what would that even look like? Like would it do some Persian type shit? Where it has fur coat? Or whatever version has fur coat, right? Yeah. Shout out Rabs in the chat. The Obama Snow Goat. New type plus make it special attacker. Yeah, but we have so many special attackers, and also the special attacker, like the special, like what it takes to be a special attacker just went up so much. Like Greninja is gonna nasty plot off 142 speed, so that shit has just raised the bar for all nasty plot Pokemon. If Mega Alakazam isn't banned, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get banned. If that's not banned, that also raised the bar for all special attackers with 150 speed nasty plot. Like, it's tough to be a special attacker. It's a very competitive role. Even if it has 115 speed and 150 special attack, why would I use this over Gren? There's no way I would. So I still like Swords Dance. I always like that shit. If they slow it down and make it a bulky Swords Dance mon, I'm gonna be mad as balls. But they gotta do something different, right? It's gonna be a convergent mega form. I mean, it doesn't have to be full sabotage. Like, we know what's his face. The goats. What's Mewtwo Y speed? 140? And this one's what, 130? 130. Why is this one faster? Why do they troll like that? Why would they purposefully make X more shit? Oh, dude, they're fucking annoying. X having 190 attack. Nice. So I could do 30% to Giratina instead of 25. This mon is so dumb. Alright, anyways. Maybe it will just be something like this then. Like, maybe it is just as simple as 115 attack and 150 special attack. Like, what if it's as simple as that? I feel like it has to change type. Both convergent megas have one change type. That's actually pretty fair. That's actually pretty fair. So what do we think? Dark Fairy, Dark Steel? It's like whatever. If I'm not like too against I like Dark Fight. I've always liked that typing. Even if Scrafty exists, I still like that typing. Dark Ice is only on Weavile and the cat. You know, Absol already could be an ice type. There's a lot of what's it called? White Pokemon that are ice types. So Ice Dark, I ain't even mad at it. When I pop out with the Swords Dance, Icicle Crash, Sucker Punch, Mega Absol, when I pop out with the new Chen Pao, hold on. Might be some. I hope they keep this thing a physical attacker, though. I really don't want special attacker. Like I said, special attackers are really, it's a really competitive role now. They about to troll and make it dark normal? Don't even say that. Why would you even say that? Why would you even put that bad juju into the world? You are asking for evil things to happen. You are trying to put evil into this world. I gotta stop you. Special attack Absol, where all 100 points go into special attack. You know what? Fuck it. We'll take the 175 special attack Absol. Even though that shit is not saving nobody. Dark Psychic? Fuck that typing, man. That typing is goop sabotage. They can't stop sabotaging us with that typing, matter of fact. Shout out to Malamar. He's ass. But, you know, he tried his best. Malamar's been the butt of many jokes. Poor guy. Alright, Absol's gonna be tough. We gotta pray that they keep it a physical attacker. Staraptor Mega. I was glazing this a lot when the information came out that we were getting this. Because I was like, oh yeah, finally. Much deserved. Big Staraptor W, Staraptors in the chat, etc. I was really, you know, saying that this is the GOAT. I mean, I was happy. This Pokemon is forgotten. Always banned from UU. Nobody's bringing this to OU because that's not serious behavior. If any Mega deserves adaptability, it's Staraptor. I honestly think adaptability fits too well, and so I think I will go with that prediction myself because we only have adaptability on who? Lucario, right? For Megas, there's no other one with adaptability. So I think they're gonna give it to another one because they like to give abilities to a few Megas. Oh wait, Beedrill. Fuck. Okay, maybe then. Damn, I thought I cooked. I forgot about B. B's even cheaper. What do we think then? You think this will still be adaptability? I hope so. Adaptability was a really good one for Beedrill. They cooked with that. Because you would think normally, oh, Beedrill's coverage is so fucking terrible. But then it has adaptability to circumvent the need for coverage. Because it's so strong. Aerialate and lose normal typing? Oh, you're crazy. What would that... How would that help? Why would I click Double Edge when I already have Brave Bird? I guess for the slightly extra power, but still. I don't want them to change the typing. I feel like Staraptor's typing is iconic. Actually, nah. Normal typing is kind of soft. Maybe he should shed that normal bullshit for once and do some new shit. Fighting flying is always good. I'll never be against that. Iconic when there are like 20 other normal flying mons, bro, but we all know Staraptor is the normal flying mon. We not rocking no Pidgeot. Staraptor Mega is better. I mean, Staraptor Regular is better than Mega Pidgeot. Be for real. Shout out Mr. Apple. I love your iPhones. Appreciate you. Wonder when's the next tourney in the Legends of Saga. Gotta pull up with my goat Mega Altaria. Maybe tomorrow or maybe Wednesday. I'll let you know. Potentially tomorrow, though. I mean, potentially Wednesday. But I'll find out soon. And we'll have another epic tournament. Of course, don't worry. Flying, fighting with that iconic close combat upon evolution. Dude, Staraptor's always been the bird. The bird to end them all. Close combat, U-turn, and then that Brave Bird double edge off that Reckless. That Scarf, that Choice Band. Fuck out of here. I'll never forget. I played against some random guy on the ladder with a Staraptor with Choice Band, and that shit 2 KO'd my Corviknight with Brave Bird. Maybe I was specially defensive, I don't remember. But the point is, Cacaw, too strong. Fighting payload, hold on. Fighting payload is way too fucking funny. Bird Tactics? Wait, Bird Tactics is good, because Staraptor's the crash out mon. You just send it out and you click Brave Bird till you die. So they could give it the... They could give it like some bravest bird ass ability. Gorilla Tactics is such a tough name for an ability. When Game Freak cooks, they be cooking, man. They really be making some beautiful, beautiful music. Gorilla Tactics is actually such a funny name for an ability. They're too genius. I know whoever cooked that up was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I really did that. Stakeout Staraptor. Somebody did talk about Stakeout going on. I don't remember what Mega they said they wanted it on, but someone brought up Stakeout last time we were talking about the Megas. And I agreed because there are no good Stakeout Pokemon. It's like Gumshoes, Donald Trump, and then what's the other one? Fucking Thievul? I have a replay where I won with a Thievul though in Gen 8. I'm dead ass. I'm so dead ass. I had Nasty Plot too. Grass Knot, Heat Wave, Dark Pulse. That was crazy. Mabostiff is Cox. Me and CTC ran that on the ladder and it was fun. Oh, and Spidops. But Spidops I only use with Sticky Web. I don't believe you. Cap. I can really show you. Please. Please don't test me. Might pull up to the next tour. I promise not to crash out again. Yo, stop hating. I really did that. I really did that. I really did that with the Thievul. I swear I did it. They be hating. They always want to hate on the kid. Say that he never won with a Thievul. I'm gonna find it for you. And then put it behind a paywall on some G shit. Put it behind a 5-member wall on some G shit. Thievul Victory, a legendary lore. Auto Tailwind when you switch. We don't have any abilities like that, right? Oh, you know why we don't have? Why we'll never have an ability like that? Because in Elite Redux, that's how I used to cheese through almost every single battle that I couldn't beat. Auto Tailwind, and then switch to my Busted Mon. Don't even for chat. There will never be no Auto Tailwind. There will never be no Auto Trick Room. There will never be none of that. None of that illegal business. Like, yo. Yeah. Every time there was, because Elite Redux also has so many double battles. So yeah, you guys saying VGC will die. Facts. It's too crazy. There are some like 5-turn games. Blunder, are we gonna have to wait till champions to get the next Megas to high ladder? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do Megas to high ladder for sure until we get the abilities. But we're gonna get the abilities soon, because champions is gonna drop soon. And then when champions drops, we'll have a new dex, and there'll be a new ladder. And it'll be epic. So, but yeah, we could definitely afford to have a good stakeout Pokemon, given these shitters. And then their 4 kids. But yeah, these are, I mean, my Bostiff's BST is like not even bad. Even the distribution is like fairly solid, but it's not enough. It's really not enough. We'll see though. But yeah, I could be happy with any of the I could be happy with any like just ability that boosts this thing attack by a lot. I don't even want Tough Claws though. I want something like Goop Strong. Like I like that bird tactics. Because otherwise, why would we use this over the choice band version, right? I see people asking me for the sheet. I'll post that in the chat and pin it in the stream chat. Blunder, how do you feel about a pursuit like ability? What would that be though? Would that not just be like Shadow Tag? I think that's too broken no matter what. Staraptor should get Moxie plus Reckless. That's what I'm saying. It needs to literally get like something very, very, very shiced. Okay, wait. I just found the Thievul replay. Press 1 if you want to see a Thievul ownage. I knew I had it, and you all said I lied. You all said I lied, but I knew in my heart I had that shit. I knew in my heart I had that shit. You motherfuckers. Look at my team. Look at my shiced ass team. Nah, I'm cold. I'm cold. Hold on. I knew, man. I'm cold, bro. Wow. Wow. Hold on. Alright. So you can see my Thievul. He looking mad nonchalant. He looking mad cool. You know I gotta have some of that defensive shit in the back too. Anyways, I'll lead off with Tapu Gobo. Leads off with Landorus. I switch out there. I'm pretty bad for that lead. I dodge Toxic because I'm shiced. Look at this dumbass McMegan in the chat typing stakeout because he didn't know. Nah, I'm just trolling. That's my boy. He not a dumbass. But you see, he didn't even know what stakeout did because they don't respect. I might have been the first human being to ever load up a Thievul, but I really got it like that. Anyways, I sleep that thing. I bring in my Urshifu. I Surging Strike that Tapu Fini on some boss shit. Little chip. Little chip. You know what I'm saying? All right, we got to put this game on fast. It's too slow. He knocks off my Rocky helmet. When does my Thievul come in? I double back. Oh, I double back and then I CC on some. Oh, I'm too tough. I'm too tough. I'm too tough. Fuck. All right, watch this. Watch this. All right, he catches my U-turn. He thinks he's tough. He thinks he's tough. He thinks he's tough. But I teleport out into my Landorus. I Earthquake him. Now watch this. He makes a crazy play here. Watch this. Watch this. I Scarf EQ'd that turn. Wait. Watch this. Watch this. Let me put this back on fast. All right. Wait. It was going too fast. All right. Where's my Thievul actually? All right. Watch this. Watch this. I go into my Thievul, right? On the Sludge Bomb, I take 49. I click Grass Knot, expecting the switch. But I live on 1 HP. Thievul survives. Thievul survives. I teleport back into Thievul, kill the Slow King. But I save my Thievul. I would never sack my bro like that. I would never sack him like that. Tangrowth comes in and fucking dies to Garchomp. It's okay, though. I have Landorus. Torn comes in. Boss U-turn by me into my Babu Go-Go. I definitely U-turn again on some try-hard shit, if I had to guess. Yes. Now, you know who's coming back in. You know who's coming back in. The Thief. The Thief. Yup, look at this. Look at this. Boom. Shit, not enough, though. It's all good, though. We get a little chip with that Seismic Toss on Garchomp. Go back into Landorus on Scale Shot. Try to EQ. Alright, does my guy ever come back in? Oh, Thievul died? Alright, whatever. Blissey tanked and won the game. The moral of the story is, never give up on your favorites. And also, I'm the only guy in the whole world to pop out with a Thievul. See, man. I told you there are some real agents out there. I'm telling you, the Panda. Thievul's cold. Thievul, the way Blunder talking, you think Thievul got like 4 kills? Bro, he got 1.25 kills. He got like 1.25. I'm just saying, stakeout is an amazing ability, but all these guys are fucking cockballs. So that was a big history lesson in Thievul. / self-glaze, because I knew I had a Thievul replay out there. It was 50-50. I didn't know if I won or lost, but when I found out I won, I was like, ooh, tough. Anyway, shout out to Thievul, man. He tried his best. Can't believe we got to Thievul talking about Staraptor, but it's because we want stakeout, right? And hopefully we get stakeout. I'll put in a call with Big Junichi. Can it beat Hippo? That grass on the Switch sending Hippo to the moon. Garchomp Mega Z. A lot of people have told me that they think this is going to be that fast Garchomp that we thought we were going to get the first time we got a Mega Garchomp. That 122 speed demon, that water dragon type shit, that real shark boss. It could happen. I would be happy if it happened. Certainly wouldn't be unhappy if it happened. You think it's going to be fast as fuck 132 speed? Let's say they give it plus 30 speed. Then what? Fuck it, give it plus 70 attack. Make it the most strong. They should just make it strong. It's time to go back to Gen 4 and we want that banned Garchomp. We want that Garchomp that goes to Ubers. We want to return to form. We don't want that. We don't want that Garchomp that we got right now. What we got right now is that domesticated Garchomp. We want the Garchomp back in Ubers. It's time. As one Sandstream plus Sandrush. Oh my god. Sand God. Even Cynthia in the anime didn't use Mega Garchomp in her final battle against Ash. You see how disrespectful that shit is? You see how crazy that is? I personally, ladies and gentlemen, have never brought no Mega Garchomp to no tournament game. It's beaten me before. That I can admit it. But I've never brought it. Which means it's probably ass. Would DD Chomp be OU no matter what? DD Chomp would be a crazy mon. SD Scale Shot Chomp is already a great Pokemon though. I feel like people should still use that more in Gen 9. I feel like it's really underrated. I'm gonna post a Gen 9 OU live soon. I just need to find a fun team. But Garchomp Z probably actually gets speed, because making it slow again would just be the dumbest shit ever. Why are we even making it another Mega? I always did like Mega Garchomp's breaking potential though. Especially with Sand Force, since this thing matches up pretty well with like Hippo and Tyranitar teams back in the day. And then Earthquake fucking kills everything. Fire Blast, Stone Edge, that coverage is awesome. The Draco hits crazy hard. I have some good games with this in Gen 7 now that I think about it. I know I just said I never used this, but I actually do have one Gen 7 team with this that I would use. Let me find it. Shout out to my guy Knotted Alpaca. Shiest idea for a 4th evolution. Mega Levani. Plus 30 attack, defense, SpDef. Minus 20 attack, plus 40 speed. Solid rock on roids. Oh, nah, you're crazy. 75% reduction, that shit would literally never die. That would actually be busted. But let me look up my Garchomp team. Let me see if I have it on this computer. Damn. Well, it's literally this team, except it's a Mega Garchomp. And then There's something else over Scizor. I don't remember what. But yeah, I have an alternate version of this team, and it's a Mega Garchomp with Stealth Rock, Draco, Fire Blast, Earth Power, Max Special Attack. And it puts in a lot of work. Like, you can see if my team played against that set, I don't really have a switch into that coverage. Fire Blast, Draco, Earth Power would hit everything really, really hard. Because Zapdos is our Fizz Def. So Garchomp, that special attack always was, like, decent enough. But yeah, no matter what they give this thing, it's going to be amazing. Because it's a physical attacker. It's not... I mean, I think it's going to stay physical attacker at least. But it's always going to have the better physical set. This thing's physical attacks are great too. Like Earthquake, Liquidation. It even has Fire Fang too. Scale Shot's one of the better dragon moves. Even if it doesn't... even if you can't use loaded dice because it's a Mega, it's fine. $1,000 Pokemon and they give Megas to the ones that already have one, bro. You got to remember, Garchomp's one of their best sellers. Garchomp's like world renowned. Garchomp is top 5 most glazed. I told this story before, but when I was in college, I dated a girl who told me her favorite Pokemon was Garchomp, and that really opened up my eyes to how global Garchomp was. Cause I was like, what? Like, you would expect, to hear some regular shit, some Pikachu shit, some Mimikyu shit. When she said that, I remember thinking, what do you know about Garchomp? What do you know about Garchomp? I really thought about that. I was like, what I know about Garchomp. Me and Garchomp have been through a lot. Gen 5, XYOU, Sun Moon OU. Name 5 Chomp albums if you really know Chomp. Fuck God, talk about Garchomp. But yeah, anyways, Garchomp must be famous. So that's all I'm saying. So you can't be mad. Unc telling us about back in the day. Chill. That was like 5 years ago. Which I guess is back in the day. I'm an old bitch. The point is, I know 5 Chomp albums. Life Orb, Scarf, Lead, Swords Dance, Special Attacker, Mega. Bruh, his kit is crazy. He's too crazy. As far as how many viable sets this guy's had over the years, over the generations, it's one of the most diverse Pokemon of all time. Truly the gold standard of Pokemon. So hopefully this Mega is done correctly this time. 700 BST. Even Mega Chomp is not bad. It's just not as good as regular Chomp, and that makes everybody rage. But it's definitely not bad, bruh. It's definitely not bad. Shocked Game Freak could pass up the opportunity of Megazard Z. I also thought that they would have Megazard Z, but I guess not, bro. I guess 3 forms to them was like chill on all that. Water Dragon I think is a fine typing, but I wouldn't mind Water Ground. Water Ground is historically good Pokemon. That typing is awesome, right? Let me go to National Dex. Look up Seismitoad's bitch ass. Or not Seismitoad, but just Water and Ground. Like, you can see Water Ground. Okay, with the exception of Whiscash, this is an actual piece of shit, but the rest of these guys have all had some type of utility at some point in the past. Shout out my guy Noobish in the Joe. I said Noobish in the Joe. My boy Noobish Trainer Joe in the chat. Shout out Fish. Shout out Lord of the Rabbit. Shout out to Gang in the chat. Shout out to Young Chalk. Bro's never been swept by DD, Whiscash, and Ranbats. Bro, I have seen Whiscash in Rans, and it never does nothing for me in Rans. Wait. Let me not sound like I hate Whiscash from its design. Because I love Whiscash's design. He funny as fuck. And I would love to have him win. But, bro. Yo, these are not safe for life. It's like I would not show... Like if you showed this to somebody that was in like a sick or ill state, you might just kill them right there. Like, this is crazy. This is the worst shit I've ever seen. But I rock with his mustache. I do. And he got stealth. Oh, you know what set be going hard for me in Rans? Not DD, this. Hold on. He be doing this. Wait, I thought he had Sludge Bomb. Did I make that up? Oh, maybe I made that up. I swear he had a poison move. Maybe I made that up. Anyways, they be giving you this. They be putting in work. Shout out to Whiskash. Anyways, he's a clown. It's EQ Ice Beam. I see. Shout out to Van. Mega Seviper idea. Oh? You know that boy. You know that boy Seviper got a nice 450 in the back. Yup, 458. I was going to say, can we save him, Doctor? Let's see. Plus 20 attack, plus 40 speed, plus 10 to the defenses. Poison Steel with Rivalry or Shed Skin. We need more speed than that. But it would be a good start. I would want Poison Steel too. We only have Reverum, and I feel like that's not enough for Poison Steels. We need like a special attacking one. There are very cool poison special attackers in general. Like I mean, poison types in general are all pretty sick Pokemon. Even though some are kind of like forgotten over time. Even in low tiers, like Pokemon like Monkey Dory are pretty sick. Also, the reason it says "Are you" for everything is because I'm in Natdex just to see all Pokemon. Because obviously some of these are lower and higher than the tier they're in, but like poison types are always good, but I feel like they really need the secondary ability to shine. So basically what I'm saying is Garchomp's going to be Dragon Poison. When they go right, we go left. Type shit. Did he say Rivalry? Who said Rivalry? Whoever said Rivalry is getting banned. Don't talk about Rivalry. It's not real. It's a figment of your imagination. For everybody asking me for a link to the sheet, literally look up in the stream chat that you're asking me for a link to the sheet. It's literally pinned in the chat that you're typing in. The doc. Alright, Lucario Mega Z. Well, Lucario was already the most perfect Mega of all time. Because of the ability. Plus, they just did the most randomest buffs. Plus 25 special attack. Plus 35 attack. Plus 22 speed. They had good stuff. Plus 18 defense was just something they pulled out of their ass to make it a little bit easier to set up Swords Dances. And also, it was really big for resisting Sucker Punch and Extreme Speed. This mon's like just so broken, all things considered. Shout out to Gabriel. What's up, GOAT? Tapping in while eating Dairy Queen. What you get from Dairy Queen? Matter of fact, let me ask the chat right quick. What's the best thing to get from Dairy Queen? I haven't had Dairy Queen in like 5 years, but I went at some point on July 4th, 5 years ago. And you know I had that Blizzard. That's my pops' favorite shit. You gotta get the Blizzard. If you go into DQ and not getting the Blizzard. Well, they have some other good stuff. I'm not gonna hold you. But I remember having the fucking, it was like mint chocolate chip Blizzard. Shit was too crazy. It's too crazy. Alright, my fat ass is making moves to DQ. When I see my family for the holidays, I'm about to tell my dad, hey yo, you trying to go to DQ? And then when he says yes, I'm gonna be like, bet, you drive. And then he's gonna be like, who the fuck are you? But yeah, I'll tap in and then I'll report back with my food review. So don't sleep, gang. Big things coming soon for me. Blender, have you ever caught them lacking and got a free Blizzard? I don't know that tech. I don't know that tech for the free shit. But I'll tap in. Alright, enough of this ice cream talk, even though I like ice cream, man. No doubt. Lucario Mega, I don't know how you make this different than what it was. I assume they'll change the type. The first one was the same as the last one, but I don't even, like, would they concentrate it? What if they just make it the same ass spread with a different typing? It's like such a good spread, bro. I don't want to see them fuck it up. I want to see them change it so minimally if they do. Fighting Ground is such a tough typing. Does that exist? No, right? Oh no, the Tusk. Yo, I'm crazy. This is the best typing ever. I was gonna say. It's fucking great Tusk. This is like the best typing ever. Then that guy's gonna be clicking what? Earthquake and CC? Great Tusk is literally the GOAT of Pokemon because of that typing. Because they're too, like, it's such nasty stab moves to have. fighting Ghost and he goes more into the Anubis appearance. I always liked those fan arts of Lucario as Anubis. I always thought those were mad cool. Shout out to Crosshair. I always thought those were mad cool. Fighting Ghost is also an amazing typing. That's that evil Marshadow typing. Fuck it. Make this thing more broken than Marshadow. It's time, even though that's not even possible. But I mean, it would just be like the broke version of Marshadow. Unless they gave it Sneak with adaptability. Then that shit would be more busted. Because you'd be clicking that Poltergeist and that CC. Bro, we need Marshadow back. Marshadow ain't coming back. Actually, maybe Marshadow come back. My Greninja be tanking that Shadow Sneak. Potentially. Free Marshadow, man. We need him in OU. We don't. Chad, do we need Marshadow back? Should I make the boss call? Has Zamazenta trolled you guys too much? You trying to hit Spectral Thief? Take those defense boosts? Fuck that shit up. Fuck out of here. Shout out to Knotted Alpaca. Reference Paradox Mons. Frenzied Flame. Fire Grass Chandelier. Fire Grass is a great typing. If it wasn't on Scovillain. So I could be down with that. Damn. Fire Ice Magmortar. Armor Cannon Freeze Dry. Fire Ice is also a typing that we need more of. We only have it on that fucking Darmanitan. Fucking Galar form or whatever, right? That's the only Fire Ice? And then what? Ramnarok Radiant. Whoa! Hey, yo! I'm pulling up to Cap. Fuck what you heard. Oh my god. They're moving crazy in Cap. Polar Flare. 10% chance to freeze foes, and then I hit the transformation. Ramnarok, you're too tough. Alright, the base form is Heatran. But then, some days I'll be feeling like Darmanitan. This is a crazy guy, I'm not gonna lie. This guy's truly insane. He low-key got that Satan build going on too. So, I don't know, he might not be valid. He might have that Satan build going on. And that's concerning. We'll see. Lucario, I don't know what they're going to do to you. But I bet you won't be as good as the first one. No hate. Just the observation that I think is going to happen. But I do like the ground fighting potential because what's it called? We do know that Lucario has Bone Rush, so he's a little ground curious, so he might just inherit the ground typing. Magic Guard Steel Beam, is that what you want? Does Lucario even get Steel Beam? It does, right? I feel like I probably use that shit in AAA as a meme. Friendship ended with a Jumbao. Ramnarok is my new friend. That's how it goes. Look up Mega Delta Lucario. Where? On Pokeathlon? Let me look that shit up. Mega Delta. This is how I found Blissey. Alright, let me see this guy. Oh, nah. Crazy ability. Oh, this server's too tough. Okay. So this is the same, but they just made it a dark ground type. Damn. Pretty dope, though. Thank you for showing me this. You guys know I always like cool shit like this. Alright. Mega Golurk. Many are excited for Mega Golurk. Myself included. If you guys know me playing Emerald Rogue, I would always try to load up the Golurk. Always. A little Seal-Kadoom action. You know I'm rocking out with the Mega Seal-Kadoom when this drops. I'm hype. Ghost Ground is amazing offensive coverage too. Super good. Super duper good. Golurk stats are all pretty whatever. Besides its attack. I would say that the HP is pretty solid. 80-80 defenses are passable. But it's actually weak to so many moves with ground ghost typing. dark, ghost, water, ice, grass. It's pretty fucking annoying. It has good resistances, like rock and fighting and shit, but it's weak to a lot of common shit, which is pretty annoying. So that special attack getting plus 45, don't you ever say that again. Don't you ever say that again. Golurk is not getting that. Anyways, I see Golurk doing some bot activities in low tiers where it clicks Banded Poltergeist and Banded Earthquake. I actually saw a tournament game where this guy got wrapped up in the end game. I think it was PU. Yeah, I think it was the tier was PU. And Golurk Banded came in, Terra Ghost Poltergeist, boom, boom, boom. And that shit has no guard, so it's not missing. Make that bitch a cannon. Bitches love cannons. Let me write that down. Bitches love cannons. Shouts to my guy Knotted Alpaca, putting me on that advanced game. Wonder how you feeling about the possibility of never getting to play competitive with these megas? How would that be if Champions is coming out? And then we'll be able to play with them. He will never be the cannon. That's Zygarde. I think Golurk shouldn't be good because the attack's already good enough. All of its moves are amazing. Earthquake, Heavy Slam, Poltergeist, all that bullshit. So I'm not too worried. They don't need to give it more than like 25 attack. But we probably need something with speed. Yeah. I don't know though. It'll be kind of weird. They don't really have too many stats to like take from. And I really do like no guard. I really don't want them to change the typing. Also, they're not going to change too many typings. They're only going to change the new Garchomp, the new Lucario, and the new Absol, and then the new Chimecho. I bet you everything else is staying the same. Although potentially one of these gets changed. We'll see. Do we have any stats for any of the megas? We only have potentially these legendaries that are coming out in the DLC, Zero Aura, Heatran, and Darkrai megas, but these stats are from like some Terra leak shit from the end of last year or something. I don't know. Or not end of last, I don't know what it's from. So it's like 50-50 if those are going to stay. But the rest of these we don't have any stats for, and we most likely will not have these stats until the XY Dimensions comes out. So Meowstic Mega. Meowstic stats are really trash, but the speed is great, and it gets all the fucking hazard moves now, so fuck it. We can do something. Big shout out to my guy Jordan again for the dono. In Stabmons, I use Golurk with Headlong Rush and Rage Fist, because both these moves are boosted by Iron Fist, and hit like a truck shot from a cannon. Wait, I do know that Headlong Rush is boosted by Iron Fist. How does that make sense? Why is Headlong Rush boosted by Iron Fist? I mean, I'm not mad at it, because that's already a strong ass move, and getting a boost is funny. But also, I've been asked to play National Dex Stabmons, and I took a look at one of the teams, and it looks pretty funny. So I'll probably tap into that. I'll probably tap into that at some point, because it definitely looks like jokes. I saw some really hilarious stuff. Somebody sent me Bullet Punch Melmetal, which I took a look at, and I was like, all right, man. Let me look at this team. We in here with Clanging Scales Lottie with Psy Strike, First Impression, U-Turn, Heracross, the Beak Blasting Landorus. This is just one team. Anyways, Mega Meowstic. I don't know if this thing's going to do anything past getting up the hazards. I don't know why you would Mega this. Unless it gets a crazy plus 50 special, plus 50 speed, and then it's some lower tier threat. I'm not really excited for this Pokemon. No hate, just it's not really a real Pokemon. This Pokemon's entire career has always been cheesing with dual screens. Now it got hazards, so it's awesome as a regular Pokemon, but I don't know what the Mega's going to be doing. It's going to get Psychic Surge as an ability, but that's not good because it's not going to be able to use the Terrain Extender ability. I mean, it's not bad though, right? It's calling it bad is actually crazy. It is good still, because it would probably be like the fastest side terrain setter at that point. But as a Mega, it's really tough. Especially because the OG having prankster hazards and screens is dope. There was a leak about a fairy ground Golurk from the leaker called Riddler Coup before SV's second DLC. Might have accidentally got it wrong for an actual Golurk Mega. Can you imagine? Fairy ground Golurk would be absolutely crazy. What would that even be like? Golurk as the first fairy ground would be mind-blowing. I would have never been able to predict that. I don't know how I feel about that. I wouldn't be mad at it though, because I'm ready for the fairy ground to show up. Watch them still give Megapod emergency exit. Fuck out of here. Ain't nobody giving pod emergency exit, brother. Shout out to my boy Jordan. Pivoting a Great Tusk. Hello? I'm not reading this. Iron shreds the way I spin with this. Yo, what? Bro, freestyling for what? Does he have any fairy moves? Who, Golurk? We can check. Oops. I don't think so. It's rare. It's rare to just get fairy moves like that. Even if we look at like what's it called? Play Rough. Play Rough doesn't go to that many like non-fairy Pokemon. Like I guess Lopunny has it, Ogre, and Hands. Some random weird guys there. But like there's not that many Mons that get it. Actually, a lot of shitters get it, it looks like. Not that many good Mons get it. I don't know. I don't know if I buy the fairy theory. Arcanine gets Play Rough. Arcanine gets such shice moves. Arcanine's one of the OGs of getting good moves. Close combat and shit. Diancie gets Play Rough? I didn't know that. I mean, it doesn't make a difference. Moonblast is always going to be better. Moonblast is a busted move. Fairy Lurk getting no guard Play Rough, shaking and screaming right now. Fairy Lurk is too funny. Alright, let's talk about Mega Crabominable. Doctor, can we save him or is he fucking garbage? Doctor. Doctor. Please. Check his pulse. Can we save him? Or is this shit cooked? What do y'all think? Crab stats are garbage. Maybe they should just do a plus 100 in speed. And make it 143 speed, faster than Greninja. Come on, man. They'll probably do what they did with Camerupt and all them, where they just nuke the speed even more, because the speed is already unviable. And then boost up a little bit more. It's definitely getting the Camerupt treatment. Just watch. Just watch. Every time you think it can get better, it actually only gets worse. So get ready for the camel treatment. That speed's going down to 20, and then 23 to something. I mean, the defenses getting bulked out might actually be good. Like if it had 100 defenses and then attack boost, that's not. It would be a good trade Pokemon. But also, this piece of shit has to run a choice band to actually do any damage. This guy's gonna be in crazy in NU. He used to be the OG Ice Hammer guy, bruh. We'll get Crab Tactics where all his moves hit sideways. Crab just needs Mach and Ice Shard, and it's... You know, Mach Punch is not far-fetched for this to get at all. So, I could see Mach Punch. That could help a bit. But I'm not too crazy about Mega Crab. I'm pretty doubtful of this guy's possibility of doing anything past. What is this thing's tiering to begin with? And like the last time it was around, PU, NU. This guy's really buns. I'm telling you, bro. ZU. I forgot that there's one below PU. I always forget that there's one below PU. Damn. Alright, get his ass out of here. Pod. I love Pod, man. I told y'all before. Golisopod was my number one guy back in Gen 7 RU. You could never not rely on this Pokemon. It was always going to put in work with Citrus Berry. First impression, liquidation, Aqua Jet, spikes. This Pokemon always put in work for me. It was never bad. I don't know if I have any of my pod teams on here, but I can check. Oh, I don't think I do. Oh wait, no, I'm looking through Nat decks only. This is one of my old Gen 7 teams. This was the pod. Good time, bro. This guy's stats are actually so high if you ignore the speed. The Spadef is still a nice stat, 216. Look how much fucking defense I hit, 374. Attack is still good, 327. Some good ass HP, 353. And then the moves are great. Insect Plate for some damage. Oh man, this is a good team. I remember I brought this to tournament. Do I have other pod teams? I got National Dex shit. What was this for? Tinted Lens is funny. But yeah. Pod was always good, even with the ability. People always complain about the ability and they're like, oh man, this ability sucks, man. Fucking, this ability sabotaged me. And I get it. I do. But also, you can play this. You can play this in a strategic way. You could switch it in on hazards accordingly, take damage, switch out, get the free switch into something else. I never really understood people that were super mad about this thing's ability. I always thought that it had some kind of potential. What if it gets an ability that makes the opponent switch out if they're below 50% health? It won't happen. It won't happen. That type of auto whirlwind type shit would not happen. Like, I think they don't try to allow any like overly uninteractive type shit. But Pod, I hope it stays the same. I like Bug Water a lot as a typing. Like, yeah, it's weak to rocks, but that's about it. I don't know. I always had so much success with Pod. I think Pod was amazing in Gen 8 too. Lower tiers, I mean. It gets knockoff, right? Pretty sure. No retreat. Oh, hell no. I don't know what they're going to do for the stats, though. I don't think they need to go more speed than, like, plus 20. Let's get that attack up. Let's get that Spadef up. I'm still trying to spam first impression and be a little pivot bot type thing. I would like a lot of Spadef. And then ability. Give it some ability where it, like, sets up a sticky web or some shit. I don't know. Or something anti-hazard. I don't like a bug type that is... Because you are weak to rocks, and then if you're Mega, you can't run boots. So that is kind of shitty. It's gonna get gooey. Get the fuck out of here. That guy's not getting gooey. Ain't nothing gooey about Golisopod Mega. That guy got tough claws. He tough. That's what he's getting. It might get more priority. All this guy does is spam priority. First impression. Aqua Jet. Sucker Punch. Or they could just lean into that even further. Why not, right? What if it loses water typing? It becomes bug fighting. Doesn't it get CC? It doesn't get CC. Right? Does it? I actually don't know. I haven't seen when it gets in Gen 8 and Gen 9. But I did it get CC? Okay, it does? This guy got some moves then. I actually haven't seen this guy's moveset since Gen 7. So, that's on me. For confidently saying it doesn't get something without actually knowing. Let me check. Yeah, it says it right there, CC. So first impression, I even ran Draw Run before to hit like some poison shit. Yep, these are all classic. This guy's a beast. I don't think they can really do much wrong as long as they don't fucking give it special attack. Because I never used Golisopod for the speed in the first place, so that always just felt like a whatever stat. So, I'm pretty excited to use this. Doesn't it get Dragon Claw and stuff? I think it's going to be the first bug dragon because fuck Flygon. That would be fucking mind-blowing if Golisopod started doing a dragon LARP. I wouldn't even know where to begin with what we would be seeing at that point, bro. That would really be some mental shit. This guy's already built like Megascolipede is. Megascolipede got that 58 speed. I think this man cooked. Bug Dragon. I want Bug Dragon. We need a Bug Dragon. Is Bug Dragon a real type? Yup, only on my guy Miasma. Real Miasma enjoyers know. Real Miasma enjoyers will always know that we've been waiting on this guy's debut in the real Pokemon games for quite a while. We've been waiting patiently. Hopefully. You know, real Miasma enjoyers have been waiting patient. And the debut is coming. The debut is coming. But we need a real dragon. Bug, of course. Yanmega should have been a bug dragon. Mega Yanmega was such an easy slam dunk for them, and they didn't even make it. At least they did Mega Meganium, which was pretty troll. So they're good on that front. But Mega Yanmega would have been even funnier. But whatever. Also, I saw another person ask when the next ZA tournament's going to be. The next ZA tournament's either going to be tomorrow night or Wednesday night. I'll see. But if you're watching right now, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Make sure you click the notification bell so you know when I'm streaming every time. And then you'll know when the next tour is. You'll know when the next ZA DLC leak stream is. So make sure you subscribe. Alright, click that right now. Give the GOAT reverse analytic, but 1.5x cause slow. What would reverse analytic mean? You go first, and then you get blasted, and you take 1.5 extra? Bro just made the most broken Mon of all time. The Mon that has me first, but as a ability, you gotta remember speed kills. Even though Golisopod's slow. So he's the GOAT. I'm still pissed off they called the Megastone Dragonite instead of Dragonite. Nah, they're dumb for that. Remember to subscribe for the best sandwich recipes. I could really boss your life up with the recipes that I cook. I could really change your life. Alright, Magearna got a Mega. So this was one of the stupider things that they decided to do. Just because this Mon was always a cancer. Its moves are all insane. It only got better moves after Gen 7 too. Even though it got banned in both Gen 8 and Gen 9 instantly for being too OP. It kept getting better and better moves every time. Draining Kiss, Stored Heart. Even now it gets Encore and Spikes. That shit crazy. 115 attack, 135 defense, 115 special attack, 135 speed, 85 speed. There's some broken ass shit you just cooked up, bro. They could really give the plus 20 to this. Because every stat is busted to begin with. So if they give plus 20 across the board to this, it's just going to be more broken. You can't do anything to this Pokemon that doesn't make it stay broken. Because all of its moves are broken. So any of the stats going up even a little bit keep it overly broken. So, like, this might be the new Xerneas. This shit's going to keep Soul Heart too. I'm not against it being a physical attacker with that shift gear. You can do some mixed shit. Also, it still has Soul Heart in base form, so you can play around some mind games if it turns. I mean, not mind games. You can play around with the ability and just farm boosts, assuming if they give it like some other ability for the Mega. But even if the ability on the Mega is like some stupid shit, like say it's Clear Body, again, it doesn't matter because the base form can farm boosts, and then this one can just Mega and take advantage of the boosted stats. 700 BST Steel Fairy is fucking stupid. That's like some Zacian shit. This thing is going to be the most crazy Pokemon of all time, bruv. This is going to be... This could potentially join our conversations for the possible greatest Pokemon ever. Let's see what ends up happening in Ubers. This is not going to be OU. The Magearna's moves are too broken for that Pokemon to ever exist in any real like OU competitive. All the things moves are too busted. Draining Kiss, Fleur Cannon. It's got all the coverage in the world. It could go. The Mega could get attack, and we could see some Ice Spinner shit maybe now. Because, you know, there's physical moves. But shit, you know, Shift Gear is the most broken move ever. T-Bolt, Ice Beam, all that. Man, this thing is so dumb, bro. This is literally like Mega Metal Mewtwo. Stored Power is the most broken move of all time that they gave to this. Stored Power is an uncompetitive move, though. They need to get rid of that move. Like, that move only exists to be evil. Name another Steel type that gets Ice Beam. Shit, man, I don't know. But I think we can look it up. Through Showdown's, Melmetal's weird ass. Mawile. Goodra. You know, there's a couple of Steel types that get it. There's some broken guys that get it. Then there's some shitters that get it. But yeah, Magearna, I give that 100% chance of being broken as fuck. I don't really see that thing, ever being balanced. Even if the ability's bad, they would have to change the typing. And then only then it could potentially be not broken. Because Steel Fairy's a good ability on every Pokemon. Next we have Scovillain. Michael Scovillain. Prison Break. But he can't break out of these shite stats. But now that it got plus 100, we might see something here. I always thought Grass Fire was a cool typing. It's just that Scovillain never popped out and did anything in any tier. Because the defenses and the speed's all fucking terrible. I love this Pokemon though, typing-wise, design-wise. I think it's very cool. One of my favorites from Gen 9 by far. So I would like to see it actually get something cool. I don't know what they're going to do. They can definitely give to the speed. But I hope that they concentrate on one of the attacking stats rather than continue this mixed attack LARP bullshit. But you already know it's going to be plus 40, plus 40, plus 20. Call it a day. Or maybe like plus 20, plus 40, plus 40. That's also a possibility. But I see some lazy distribution here incoming. I think it's going to keep Firegrass. Every Chloromon that's gotten to Mega has lost Chloro. I mean, that makes sense, but I don't know what ability it's going to get. I'm not that confident in this being something legit. Fire types always get hoed, it feels like, unless they're like some Charizard level shit or Delphox. And this guy's BST is actually decent. 486 is decent enough to where, like with a Mega 586, you can get the job done. But I don't know. Yeah, facts. He's moving like Cacturn in 2025. Let it keep Moody. I hope so. We on the champions ladder with Moody Scovillain ruining days, if that's the case. We ruining everybody's night. It gets 0 coverage. It literally gets 0 coverage. You be in that bitch with Stomping Tantrum using that guy. Glim. I talked about this before, but Glim is close to like being a perfect Pokemon for what it is. Extremely unique role. Great typing offensively and defensively. Amazing special attack stat. Everything about this mod is just, man, this guy's such a fucking troll of a Pokemon to deal with. Really. This thing is such a goddamn troll Pokemon. So strong. So many different moves. Meteor Beam. The signature Mortal Spin that poisons them and removes the hazards. Man. Glim is just too much. This shit even learns Spiky Shield, which is so funny. You plan on covering the SCL OU games for finals? I'll try to tap in, but I'll be seeing family starting this weekend, which is when the playoffs game starts, so I don't think I'm going to be able to catch any of this stuff live. But I probably will do a stream and or a... I'll probably do a stream and or some like post-com video, but yeah, I'll try to cover it because I like catching final stuff, as y'all know. But yeah, Glim is already damn near perfect. Glim does benefit from using an item. All of Glim's sets with the item ends up coming in clutch. Either it's Sash, it's Red Card, or it's Power Herb every time. It makes a big difference on what Glim ends up getting done. But this thing's always been a strong bastard. So, I just want them to give it speed. I don't even want them to change the ability. The ability's so busted, though. So if Mega doesn't have this ability, it's kind of like, Yeah, Glim is so unique. This is like a one-of-a-kind Mon. As one-of-a-kind as it gets. I mean, even a flat 20 each here would be clean. Yeah. Shit would be mad defensive. Abilities is he can set up 2 layers of rocks. Fuck out of here. Nihilego crying in the corner. I like Nihilego. I actually used that thing in both Gen 7 and Gen 8 tournaments when they were current Gen in OU. I won with it in Gen 7 OU, but I lost with it in Gen 8. I don't know why I brought it up twice, but as in on the builder. But yeah, I lost with it in Gen 8, but I won with it in Gen 7. This Pokemon's not bad. It's pretty funny. It's like, it's just confusing. At least in Gen 7, you can run Hidden Power, because I used to have Hidden Power on it. It was like Grass Knot, Sludge Wave, T-Bolt, HP Fire, some troll shit. Shit was not good. It was like one of those fun mons. It was one of those mons you bring for a creative expression or whatever the fuck. I don't know. Shit was ass. But Nihilego is a cool looking Pokemon, so I like using it. All Ultra Beasts are cool. All it needed was Earth Power. Literally all it needed was Earth Power. Shout out my guy Robalo in the chat. But yeah, literally all that piece of shit needed was Earth Power, and it could have been saved. But anyways, Glimmora is amazing. Tatsugiri Mega. I heard there's going to be 3 Tatsugiri Megas. That's what I heard. But I don't know, maybe not. I like Tatsugiri. I always thought it was faster than it really is, but we'll probably just see this shit get a lot of speed and get some special attack, and it'll continue its Nasty Plot, Rapid Spin, Double Stab bullshit. This is going to stay doing the exact same set that it uses now. It's going to Nasty Plot, Rapid Spin, Draco, Hydro. But if the speed goes up, it's going to be really, you know, threatening. Might get banned from some low tiers. But yeah, this is going to be crazy in VGC. Everybody's been talking about that, how in VGC, after the Dozo goes down, you can just turn this bitch Mega and it's over. Shout out my guy Ugnil in the chat. But yeah, Tatsu Mega is pretty jokes. Because this Pokemon is low-key one of my favorites. It's just like a funny little sushi Pokemon. And I do like the moves it gets, right? Nasty Plot, Rapid Spin, Hydro, Draco. That shit's strong as fuck off 120. I always thought the speed was higher. I said that before too. I always thought it was 95 speed and 82 speed F, not the other way around. But yeah, I hope they just really give it a shit ton of speed. Because I'm still going to be running Rapid Spin Draco. This is just going to be a low tier thing though. Probably UU. Yeah. And then the God backs. Oh, this Sprite is sick. I didn't know somebody already cooked up a Sprite. That shit's mad cool. Mega Bax. Bax's signature move is Glaive Rush. They show that guy using Glaive Rush. Don't believe all the trolling of people saying, oh my god, it's going to be a special mixed attacker. Bitch, no it's not. Maybe it gets a plus 30 to the special attack, but it's still going to get a boost to the other stats and it's going to be busted. Bax is going to be the god. I'm paying 30 bucks. Well, I'm not paying 30 bucks for the DLC, but some people are paying 30 bucks. I'm just saying hypothetically, if I was going to pay 30 bucks for a DLC, you better make this guy fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry about this thing going full special attack. It'll probably get 20 because it's Game Freak, but it's already 145 attack. Don't trip. That Glaive Rush is still going brazy. Baxcalibur Mega not going to be balanced. This and Magearna are getting banned. Magearna's 100% getting banned. Bax, they have a chance to sabotage it, but Magearna, they don't. Those two are for sure getting banned to balance out the fact that Darkrai is never getting fucking banned with this atrocious-ass BST. I hope we get more BSTs, but I doubt it. I think we will now get the ending BSTs, or the remaining BSTs, rather, when XY Dimensions comes out in less than a month. So, that'll be pretty fun. Keep Thermal Exchange. There's no reason to change it. Yeah, I like Thermal Exchange too. My purchase of the DLC is solely based on how good Megachomp is. That's what I'm saying. I hope the Megas from this shit leaks earlier than, or like the designs or something. I'm trying to know. Even if they give it -40 speed, it would still function in hail behind screens, I'm sure. No, bro. If they gave this -40 speed, it would be fucking terrible. I'm sorry to tell you that, because you're not saving no -40, some 47 base speed Pokemon. Never forget, y'all. Speed is king. Speed is king. 9 days until the next trailer drops. What do you guys predict is going to be the next reveal? You think it's going to be a Gen 9 Pokemon? They just showed backs, though. Or you think it's going to be an old friend? Like Absol, Staraptor, Garchomp, Lucario. Who do you think they're going to reveal on the 16th? It is the 16th, right? Or the 19th, the 19th. Right? 19th. Golurk is cool. I think it's going to be the Z Megas, right? Yeah. You guys are right. The Z Megas. I'm hype. Z Mega guys, since Corinna has a Lucario. Okay. Fairs. Well, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. Alright. Well, that's going to be the stream for today. Not too long of a stream. Only an hour and 30. But we only had a little bit of new stuff to go over. I don't know if I'll go over this again. Maybe like a day or two before XY Dimensions on some hype shit. But I've covered this enough now. Covered it like 2.5 times. But this was fun. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Video tomorrow. Tournament stream will be either tomorrow night or Wednesday night. I'll put out some community posts. But right now, if you're watching, make sure you subscribe. Because a lot of you do not be subscribed. And make sure you click the notification button so you know when I'm streaming. You know when the next tournament's going to be. Alright. See y'all. Have a good one.